Well, you've got the kids organized and back to school, and now it's time for you to get back to a regular routine and get organized, starting with your desk. But if you don't know how or where to begin, organizing expert Lisa Lelis is here with some tips as always. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I am well, thank you. I see you're organizing now. What a wonderful way to start the segment.
Desktop organizing. It's so important. And there is truth to the saying, clear desk, clear mind.
Yes, of course.
Because it just goes hand in hand. We all work better, more productively, we're more focused when there's not a lot of stuff on our desktop.
Sure.
So even if the office, the home office or the work office is a little in disarray, at least get your table, the tabletop that you're working on, your space in order, and it makes you a world of difference.
Okay, so even if everything else is a mess, even if your life is a mess, let's start here.
Yeah.
Because why? Why do you recommend starting at your desk?
Again, because it gives you, it allows you to focus on the task at hand, rather than you having, thousands of tasks, hundreds of things all over your workspace. You need to focus, and there's been so many studies on that as well.
And I really feel like that's always your message, your take-home message is focus on the task at hand.
Absolutely.
So this, I feel like, because it is business-based, this is where you get your business done, or your homework, or anything. This is a good place to start. So what do we have going on here?
Well, I mean, basically, establish, even whether you have a calendar or a good-sized desk blotter, have one space that's a no paper zone, except maybe the task at hand that you're working on. But nothing goes there. So if you have to place things, I like to use vertical files, like even a magazine holder like this, a stand-up vertical bin for whatever, projects you're working on that particular day. It's better to file vertically than, starting the infamous, paper piles on your desk.
Right.
So, and a tip also for those of you that do have a lot of paper piles, and I've shared this before on the show, it's very important. Typically, it's best to take the entire pile in your hands and turn it upside down to start culling through there, because most likely things on the bottom might be already outdated and easier to sort.
Interesting.
Yeah, clutter is nothing more than delayed decisions. So you have to make decisions on it, otherwise you get this pile growing.
I like that. Clutter is nothing more than delayed decisions. What I do want to mention, though, is just visually, I have to tell you, it's a little appealing. I love pink, why not? I'm a girly girl. So is this, are you recommending that perhaps, or would you recommend that maybe spending a little extra or taking the time to really focus on making it look appealing to your eye? Will that help?
Absolutely. Whether I always take whatever your favorite color scheme is and work that in, whether it be through the desk blotter or, I like to have a little inspiration corner also, not only for the aesthetics, but you can add a family photo. Sometimes just putting a visual goal, like either a quote or a saying or something you're trying to achieve on your desk.
That's very
I happen to like flowers or whatever. Yeah, sort of, I guess. But and also lift things up as you can. There's a lot of these little lifters that you can either put a phone on or a calculator, whatever you work on a lot, and it still leaves you room underneath for, phone book or your date book, day planner or whatever, so that you can use extra space. Again, think vertical.
Now, I want to ask, why do you recommend it? Is it for simply ergonomic reasons, or it's just how does that help?
No, it's primarily for it doubles the space, so you're not putting things all over your desk, so you're getting more workspace. And then of course dealing with pieces of paper, because paper is the biggest buildup on most people's desk. So there's something I like to say, I like to say use the 4 Ds. Do, decide, delegate, and dump. Do anything typically that as you're going through paperwork to clear your desk, anything you can do in 2-3 minutes or less, just do it. If it's the phone call note you've been, shuffling around, just make the phone call already.
Okay.
That kind of thing. Decide the next piece of paper. If you can't do it right now, make a decision on when you can do it. File it accordingly, put it in your day planner and say, okay, I can work on it, on Tuesday I have extra time. Delegate, sometimes you have to let other people help you if you can't get to something. And dump is most important. Get a good size wastebasket.
Thank you so much, Lisa. Delegate, I'd say that's the key to success. Most really successful people would say that probably. Of course, you can find out more information by logging on to WTNH.com, and we've got a live camera over Middletown. Enjoy.